Hi. So you mentioned about controlling taxation
So you got to hold it just like that.
Oh, yes, sorry. You mentioned about controlling taxation in relation to Starbucks and other footloose companies. Wouldn't you say arguably having a regional, at least some kind of organisation, helps to control that kind of transnational corporations and where they move their headquarters to?
If you're taking the region of Europe,
Mm-hmm.
then the problem that you're meeting is that each of the countries have got different levels of taxation. So, for instance, corporation tax, you might be talking in one country of being 18 to 20%, and another country down to 6%. Well, isn't it blindingly obvious that the country that's got the 6%, and I think it's Luxembourg has one of the lowest, which has set itself up as a country where you can have an office and you can run your company from there, and you're actually paying far less in tax than you would be as a competing shop around here. And so we're seeing our small shops collapsing and our way of life being affected.
But how would you think that leaving the European Union, for example, would stop someone like, I know, Google having their headquarters in Ireland, for example, I think. How would you think that would help us gain our taxes more fairly, I suppose?
We would then be able to say to Google, look, you are completing a certain amount of business in this country, therefore our taxation system is at a given percentage, therefore that is the level that you should be paying, rather than having it taken out of our hands, because if we try to do that now, they can rush off to the European Court of Justice to actually make a complaint, and then their position being reinforced by the European Union.
I do believe the government has recently brought in more laws that would help for, I can't remember which companies precisely, but they were looking to bring in more laws that would allow us to tax more on revenue earned within the country itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They are looking at the situation at the moment, and they're trying to work their way around it. But they're still going to meet that stumbling block as long as we are a member of the European Union.
Thank you. This is Ben. Ben wants to speak to the gentleman.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
This is Ben.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that. You might need cheering after what I'm going to say. I think people with learning disabilities find it very hard to understand all the forms and all the lecturing, I think. People out there with learning disabilities need to look after each other and more, because I think it's better for people out there. Over to you, sir. I'm going to keep quiet.
What happened there? I believe very, very strongly that I am a member in the United Kingdom of a caring society. And one of the problems I have with our current government is the reduction of funds, the removal of funds from those who are severely disabled to prevent them from living what I might call a comfortable and sociable life. Now, investment should be made, must be made, has to be made. And I can't reinforce that much more, because we have got to have this, we have got to adopt this mantle of being a caring society. It is the only way that we will stop ourselves from falling into severe problems of violence, etc.
Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Thank you, guys.
Well done, mate.